Hello, my First MB heroes. This is for you. So, we are going to see what are the important topics that you have to highlight when you are learning the topic of lipids. So, the first thing that we have to keep in our mind is always think which are the essay questions. So, in the lipid portion, the essay question, if I am saying, the scenario based questions are very rarely asked in the case of lipids portion. But still, I will give you a few list of scenario based questions that you can get. Number one is fatty liver. And second is Gaucher disease. Gaucher's disease is a sphingolipidosis. So among that can be a possibility. The next is the beta oxidation defect. In that, MCAT defect is a question that you can get. Then atherosclerosis and then going to lipid profile or lipoprotein metabolism can be asked. Or a case of ischemic heart disease. Starvation or diabetes going for ketone body synthesis. So these are the scenarios that you can get in the lipids portion. Now going to the straight questions. The first one is beta oxidation, beta oxidation, beta oxidation. Please don't go without learning that. So that's the first thing that I have given here. Then the lipoprotein metabolism, which include any lipoprotein metabolism can be asked, that is VLDL, LDL metabolism or HDL metabolism or chylomicron metabolism. Then ketone body synthesis. Then you should give importance to this because that is very, very important and very frequently asked. So that is why I have given here 4 star for ketone body synthesis. Then fatty acid synthesis. So one time the fatty acid synthesis was asked as an essay question. You need to learn all the steps of fatty acid synthesis. What you have to learn is where is it occurring. Then the preliminary steps like the activation of like the acetyl coenzyme A carboxylase and the transport of fatty acid. And then you have to learn about the fatty acid synthase complex. The steps of fatty acid synthase complex you need not elaborate. Maybe you can draw a flow chart of that. That itself is enough. Then regulation of fatty acid synthesis. This is what you have to write. Then cholesterol and bile acid synthesis, I give only 2 star for that. That is not very frequently asked, but still there is chance that cholesterol metabolism can be asked. No need to learn entire steps in the syllabus also. It is given up to mevalonate that you have to learn. The rest you have to just draw the flow diagram and finally write what are the important products that are formed from cholesterol like vitamin D, steroid hormones and bile acids. So that is the next thing. Digestion and absorption of lipids, it's a 4 star topic. Children, please don't leave that topic. It can be asked as an essay question. Then classification of lipids, sometimes you can get like simple lipids, the complex lipids, which are the types of phospholipids, etc. That can be a question for you. So these are the major straight answer question. Then coming to the short answer question, any large answer questions or long answer question you can get as a short answer question that I've already told you in the other topics as well. Then phospholipids and functions of phospholipid or sphingomyelin and functions of sphingomyelin. The important sphingophospholipidoses. It is a very elaborate topic. You don't have to learn everything. Few 2 or 3 or maximum 4 or 5 sphingolipidosis you have to learn. And its enzyme deficiency. At least that much you should be knowing. Then fatty liver, nowadays it is very commonly asked and very prevalent condition also that can be asked. And then in the chemistry, polyunsaturated fatty acid, it can be a short answer question, a very important topic for you. Then rancidity of fatty acid, sometimes it can be asked, but I gave only 2 star for that. Then omega-3 fatty acid, so that is also a very important topic. Then essential fatty acid, I have given 4 star for it, very frequently asked, maybe as a short answer question or a 1 mark question or an MCQ question also. Then important lipoproteins, sometimes it can be asked. So you just write about all the important lipoproteins and what are the major features of all these lipoproteins. That is what you have to write. Then hyperlipoproteinemias. Hyperlipoproteinemias most commonly asked as the type 1, type 2 and type 3. These 3 types you should be thorough with. Then coming to the functions of bile salt, it is again a very, very important question. I have given 5 star for that. It's a very important short answer question for you. Micelle, what is a micelle and liposome? This you will learn along with the digestion of lipids itself, but it can be a question. Carnitine. Carnitine is a short answer question for you. Fatty acid synthase complex, you have already learned it along with fatty acid synthesis, which I have said as an essay question, but remember it is also an important question. Then HMG coenzyme reductase, how the statins act, it is a rate limiting enzyme. So that is one step that you should be knowing. Then compounds derived from cholesterol. So how it goes to steroid hormone synthesis, then the vitamin D synthesis and the bile salt. This is what you have to write in the compounds derived from cholesterol. Normal fasting lipid profile. It is now very important because interpretation of lab results is coming up as a very important question for majority of the exams. So you have to know what are the normal values of the various lipid profile that you are doing and what are the components and the normal values. Then icosanoids, as such, it cannot be an essay question for you, but still you will get short answer question on any of the prostaglandin. Name some prostaglandin, what is its function. Then MCQ question very frequently asked in this icosanoids. Then lipotropic factors, it is actually coming along with the fatty liver. So whenever you are writing fatty liver, you should be knowing about lipotropic factors as well. Then biochemical rationale of starvation and diabetic ketosis. This already I have told you in the scenario also this can be asked. So why ketosis is taking place in starvation as well as in diabetes? Again, it can be a question under lipids. Refsum's disease. This is a very important 2-mark question. That is why I have given 4 star for it. Metabolism of adipose tissue. Whenever this question is asked, students are confused what to write. Nothing to worry. You have to write about the triacylglycerol synthesis and the triacylglycerol degradation. This is what you have to write. Lipolysis and TAG synthesis. This is what you have to write. Then one very important enzyme in the adipose tissue is the hormone sensitive lipase. That also can be asked. Then sometimes if they want to make the question very difficult, sometimes they can ask you about the Jamaican vomiting sickness, the toxicity of ackee fruit. It is related. So if you get time, you please do learn about that Jamaican vomiting sickness and hypoglycin, which is a toxin that is present in ackee fruit and how it affects the beta oxidation. So these are the important, or this is how you have to learn the topic of lipids. Always remember, learn the essay question first, then only go for the short answer questions. Okay, so that's about lipid metabolism. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.